It's been a week. I don't... What did we do? Oh, we helped fucking stupid... There's the tooltip. We helped Moira Brown do her stupid ass guinea pig thing. Okay, we're gonna do other things. We have a lot to do, because I still have the naive idea that I'm going to 100% this game. So that involves a lot of quests and a lot of finding locations on the map. And I think that's how we're going to start. I'm just going to walk out of Megaton and find some locations. And maybe run into like one of the 6 quests that exist in this game. It is so bizarre how few quests there are. It is so weird. Oh, the Hollow Rock. Yeah, let's go grab that. Oh, definitely. I looked at how long to beat, and how long to beat, it said for their completionist. Now, I don't know what howlongtobeat.com considers completionist for this game and for New Vegas, but it said for a completionist it was about 60 hours for each game. Is that accurate? I don't know. You know, is what they count as completionist the same as what I'm counting as completionist? I don't know. Is it, which rock is it? Oh, my character's thirsty. I know which rock you're talking. I know that there is the rock, the hollowed out rock. I just have no freaking idea where it is. Because we're back on the other side, so... Just rub our face. Not sure, because New Vegas has more stuff. For certain. Who the fuck are you?
Those raiders strapped me with explosives. You've got to help me.
Okay. It's also kind of hard to tell. You wasted no... I wanted to see if they were going to blow up. Is it this one? New Vegas is also... Yeah, you're saying New Vegas is longer. It is longer. But there's like a lot of shorter quests in New Vegas. There's a lot more simple quests. There's more quests in New Vegas in general by like a lot, but it's a lot simpler. Okay, I guess who's... Oh, is it that rock, actually? Is it this rock? Slightly further away from the walls? Who the fuck are you? So, Fallout 3 has a very strange system of random encounter. Ooh, AR, I'll take that. It has a very weird system. Ooh, for a grenade rifle, I'll take that. Let me see if I can finish my train of thought. It has a very weird system of how it handles random encounters, because the vast majority of the random encounters are just... It will spawn like a group of enemies out in the wilderness. That's it. And it's just so, like, it just like, you'll be walking and it'll be like, oh, there's a robot. That's the random encounter. This lady, look, she's just like hanging out.
Help! Bob!
Okay. Why did that happen? Why did I have to talk to her twice for that to happen? Okay. Yeah, it could also be that it's changed because mods. Fallout 3 Megaton Hollow Rock. Hollowed out rock. There's a fucking wiki article on this specific hollowed out rock. Or just in general? No, just specifically. The rock is just west of, due south of the Megaton. So, again, this might not work because of mods. And there is no Megaton, so it's like here-ish, probably. I remember it being close-ish to those mole rats. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. And now we go back into town immediately because I've been knocked to like 5% health. I don't think sleeping... Okay, so I remembered why my limbs aren't healing. It's because of hardcore mode. We're on hardcore mode, and so the limbs have to be hardcored. That made sense in my mind, don't worry. Put the quantum away for the quantum lady. AR. I don't think I can use the ARs yet because I'm a weak baby man. Baby woman, I guess. Can I even use the grenade rifle? No, I don't. Drink from the tap. And now we sleep until the next day. I love the fast wait. I love the fast wait mods.
Good morning, madam.
Oh my god, he's loud.
I'm so
You have to wait like I think like a week in game before he can give you the water again. Isn't the Chinese pistol a Mauser? Yes, the Chinese pistol is supposed to be a... It's supposed to be a, I think it's a, like a Chinese copy of the Mauser, which they made so many different copies of this fucking thing, the Chinese.
I wish there
Jesus,
were more
hello.
people like you.
Didn't you... Oh, dirty water, thanks. That's really cool. So, is my limb still broken, actually? No, it's healed. Okay, I'm gonna actually get my... how much is the rads?
Girl, you're glowing like a goddamn...
That's actually what I was gonna say.
Sure
Cool. Alright, radiationed. So, what I watched a video. There's a YouTuber called Kretosis who does a lot of stuff on Fallout. And he has a 6-hour-long video on that is essentially like a breakdown of Fallout 3 and like everything, like all the quests, all the DLCs, all the side quests.
Welcome.
And he one of the things, and now that he's like mentioned it, now that I watched that video and he's put it into my mind, I can't not see it. One of the huge issues with this game's like world building is the fact that what is the main quest in this game? Water, water purification, giving water to the dead, dying wasteland. Not a single settlement in this entire game has an issue with water. No one is dying, like, outside of those, like, 3 beggars you find, they're, like, every settlement is seemingly okay with water. Nobody's dying. There's no, like, huge issues with, you know, like, it's so weird because it's like, okay, there's no water in the wasteland. No one seems to be, like, doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't seem to be affecting anyone. There's a lot of settlements that just don't even have a water source, but whatever. There's no, like, famine as a result of this drought. Like, how important is Project Purity if no one seems to give a shit? The salt wars during the Chinese, they got Mausers, swords, and bundles of grenades. It was like, that's like a World War I style, like, stormtrooper tactic. Oh, this thing sucks. What? Is this thing shooting confetti? It's a nice model. I'll give it that. Very nice model. Pretty good point. It kind of becomes a vanity project for Liam Dadson without a need for it. Yeah, it's like there's nothing in the wasteland that implies that there... And you know what? It's an issue that you see, I think, like, overall with Fallout 3 is... it was the same issue with Fallout 4. I think it's even more prevalent here, though, in that a lot of the quests in Fallout 3 feel like ideas out of a hat. They don't ever seem to be, like, related to the world. There's no, like, connection between a lot of the quests in terms of, like, helping the world building in any way or making the world feel more fleshed out. Oftentimes, it's just, like, random shit happens. Like, you know, we helped, like, a random town was attacked by fire ants because a scientist made fire ants. Did that, like, relate to anything else? No. You know, it has not, like, does that say anything about, like, the lack of water in the wasteland or anything? No. You know, when you play Fallout New Vegas, and even Fallout, like, 2, and I'd say 1, too, is, like, there's more relevant side quests to, like, specific locations. You know, you go to a quest hub, you go to a location, and the quests are more relevant. Like, there's relevancy to that, like, location. You know, there's usually, like, some conflict going on that has to be solved. I think Fallout 2 is, I think, huge, I think, in that, where I can think off the top of my head, there are 3 locations where you go, and there's, like, an entire quests and quest lines all based around sort of solving the issue of that location. Broken Hills, the conflict between, or like the sort of resentment building between the humans and the mutants that live there. Vault City and Gecko, the conflict that they're having with each other and the issue with the power plant in Gecko. And New Reno, it's the, like, what, 4 families of New Reno all fighting to sort of, like, gain control of the city. So, and all the, like, the quests you do there are all sort of are all relative, like, you know, relevant, to those locations and the issues they're having. Where in Fallout 3, it's just like, who gives a shit? Like, there's no, like, relevancy to, like, the main plot or even really to the locations, and it's often because the locations themselves are nothing. Like, there's, like, nothing for that location to have any sort of, like, interesting issue or conflict. It's a nothing plot. If the main characters do nothing, then nothing would change. Yeah, there you go. That's an amazing way to explain it. Like, if not, like, there's no... yeah, it's like nothing matters. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's a nothing plot. There's no... And that's the thing, too, is that, like, it's even worse. It's made even worse as a nothing plot, considering that Liam Neeson is doing Project Purity. Child is born. Wife dies. He goes to Vault 111 for nearly, what, 20 years? Or Vault 111, Vault 101. Vault 101 for 20 years. So how long has this, like, drought and this water issue been a problem? If it's been an issue for 20 years, why isn't the wasteland dead? Why is there anyone left alive? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, people, like, the wasteland should be a graveyard. Doesn't he say that the project started 30 years ago? Oh my god. Why did they do this? Also makes me wonder how old he is. That is also an interesting question that will not be answered. Well, he's got to be pushing like... He's got to be pushing like 60 then, maybe? Pushing like 60, maybe, like, I could, like, 50 at the youngest, like... She's already, and then, oh yeah, and I was thinking, I'm sorry, I even read that wrong. I was gonna say, like, how old is your father even? Because, like, he like, Liam Neeson's got to be old then too, because he was like a fully grown adult scientist man when you were born, and then 20 or maybe even like however many years, like he's got to be pushing like 60. Yeah. Madison Lee though is like, holy shit, Madison Lee then, yeah, because in Fallout Fallout 4 takes place 20 years later, something like that, or like 17 years later, 15 years later, something along those lines. Madison Lee's got to be pushing at least 60 then, too. 10 years. Okay, only 10. Oh, but then that's weird, too, because then is Maxon only 20? Because I know that there's some, like, comments that you can find in Fallout 4 where, like, they mention that Maxon is young. That he's, like, pretty young for being the Elder and all that shit. But he doesn't look that young. He looks like he's pushing his late 20s at least. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe like a more rugged life, so he looks a little rougher, but he doesn't look like he's like 20, 25. Like, he'd be 25 at a stretch. He's literally 20? Are you kidding me? He's Arthur Maxon. Because he was born in 2267. And then Fallout 4 year. It's going to give me the year it came out, didn't it? Yeah, he's 20. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. He's only 20 years old. That doesn't... He does not... Oh man, they did a really bad job making him look anywhere near... Well, how old was Sarah Lyons? Because she looked significantly younger. Like, Sarah Lyons was 26, according to some, like, the game guide. I don't know how accurate the game guide is, but apparently she's, like, 26. How the fuck old is her dad? I don't know. Yeah, like, oh, Jesus, that doesn't matter. Her dad was 765. What? He looks very good for his age. Okay, just gonna say one of my favorite mods. I don't know if you noticed it, but one of my favorite little mods for New Vegas is when they changed the varmint rifle to actually be firing 22 LR, because that actually makes sense. Because it's meant to be like a little plinker pea shooter rifle for shooting like fucking gophers and shit. Good. Is this a modded location? Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so sick of this minigame. Oh, I'm out of lockpicks. Great. Jesus. The BOS have been in Washington for 20 years. What the fuck is this lore? It's Bethesda lore. It's whatever they want it to be. Remember, whoever one of the fucking morons that works at that company or worked at that company said something along the lines of they're not beholden to something someone else wrote 20 years ago.
You heard anything?
This should
Time to tear you apart! Kick it! Will you just stand still?
Was that the Witcher showrunner by any chance? It was definitely said by someone at Bethesda, but it probably can be applied to take your pick of people making modern day adaptations or sequels of existing franchises. Shadowlands is a really awesome call. Yeah, Fallout Shelter Online I think was like a weird... Yeah, I have it on my phone. I looked it up. I have it on my phone because I was just looking at her wiki page. Fallout Shelter Online, I'm pretty sure was like a Southeast Asia only version of like Fallout Shelter. Take all the food. Oink. Here at Halo TV, you could put here at blank. We pride ourselves in never having played the game, read the books, or watched any of the additional material. Here at Witcher TV show. Here at Welcome to Reach City, when the game already has a city. I am dying. Ugh.
On my fucking wall.
Good shooting. Good shooting. Pre-war book? No. So, you know, Halo will always be the worst one for me because they were so fucking smug and proud about it for some utterly retarded reason. I think there's multiple ways you could argue why they act like that. I think part of it is like... I think part of it is that a lot of these people are people who were not... They want to be creatives, they want to write things, but they're not good enough to write their own things and be successful, and so they get hired to work on these other things, and they take some sort of glee in being able to sort of put their own shit over top of someone else's shit. That's fucking useless. They're morons. Oh my god, please. A plasma pistol. Cool. Like the old lady. Holy shit, yeah, it does look actually pretty cool. She's like... It's nice. So this is just like random raider dungeon I ran into. It's like I'm playing Fallout 4. Remember all the raider dungeon? I am so glad I don't have to play any more of that fucking game. There's just... Oh, there's just a Yao Guai in the cave. Oh, no. No, no. Oh, no. They even made some of the Fallout 4 characters. Well, I think it's a case of those games, those kind of games live or die on the visual, often on the visual appeal of the character alone. So they have to have the characters look really good. Because that's what's selling people on the game. Find me a gacha game or like a mobile game with ugly or in some way unappealing characters, and I will show you what game that's not going to be around very long. End of service run, speed run. But like, what do you mean they don't have to go that hard on Knight Captain? Everyone loves Knight Captain Kells. He's like everyone, you know, everyone. No one. You can't. People can't stop talking about that character. You remember when he does like that thing? God, Fallout 4, man. Remember, let's I'm trying to think of like obscure, maybe not even obscure, like remember Scribe Halen? Remember Proctor Quinlan? Do you remember who he was? He was the guy who, you know, who sent you on a shitty Radiant quest to collect documents. Remember, whatever the what was, Proctor, no, yeah, was it Proctor Ingram? She was the lady in the suit. Remember, who was the guy behind the, who's the merchant who on for the Brotherhood? Remember him? Railroad, remember, remember Deacon? Or remember Glory? That lady for the railroad who doesn't do anything and then she dies in one quest? She was fun. I liked her a lot. Oh no, the gun's broken in first person. Remember Curie? Remember how she was like a robot and then she had a French accent, and then for some reason when she was transferred into a completely different body with a completely different like voice box and everything, she still had a French accent? That was weird. They did make Ingram cute. Even her like little chibi Fallout Shelter character is cute. Is it like boobs? She's wearing a lot less. She's like, in one of them, she's like a radiation witch. In one of them. Another thing that was brought up in that one review I watched, that I do agree with, is that Bethesda really seems to like leaning into adding supernatural elements to these games. Nuka cocktail, eh? Oh. Happy Halloween! God, I can't even remember the last time I did Halloween-y stuff. Is there another way out of this cave, or am I just backtracking? Looks like I am backtracking. Really? That's a lot of people. I didn't know that, like... I thought Halloween was, like, a most, like, in terms of, like, the dressing, haha, no, wait, where am I thinking of? I'm thinking of, like, I remember I saw posts from Australians getting mad at Halloween. That's what I remember. I'm like, it was some Commonwealth country where people got mad at Halloween, at, like, kids coming over for candy. It was Australians. That's what I remember. This is just begin again. I haven't added anything yet. I'm considering a couple things. I'm considering adding a ballistics mod to make the gunplay feel a little funner, because I always enjoy that, but I'm always afraid of adding stuff to mod lists in case it just completely falls apart. But I'm considering that. I'm considering, no. Yeah, no. Only allow weight while sitting. I'm turning that off. I fucking hate that so much. Adding ballistics and adding, a flashlight mod? No, that's the thing, is there is no flashlight mod, really, is there? It's the way that the lighting works in this engine. I don't know. Maybe if there's not like a night vision mod, maybe something like that.
I'm gonna tear you up. Go time.
Was she talking after she died there? Oh, so I just gotta check one thing quickly. I'm just checking if there's nips underneath this, if there's visible nips underneath that Raider's armor, and there wasn't, so we're good. I wonder if those cars are explosive. What if I, like, did this? Surprise. That worked. That worked. That did exactly what I wanted it to do. Beautiful. Am I gonna find any loot now? Eh, probably not, but... yeah, maybe a little bit. What are my thoughts on Starfield? I have only played, like, an hour and change of Starfield back when it came out, before I refunded it. I was morbidly curious, and I've seen a lot of people play it, and a lot of people's takes and reviews and ideas, and I do not think it is a very good game. I think Fallout. I think Starfield. I think Starfield has shown how creatively empty the current Bethesda developers are. When they don't have a universe to lean on, like Fallout or Elder Scrolls, and they are forced to create something new, completely their own, they make something as bad and as uninspired and as just like generic as Starfield. I think it shows you the level of creativity that they have, which is to say not much. Ow. Again, just like random robots. And, oh, this is the random town filled with cannibals. I need daylight, please.
What? How? How did you get in here? What are you doing in this town? Get out! Get out while you can! What's wrong? You don't see anything wrong with a quiet little town full of friendly people in the middle of a blasted wasteland?
I don't know. Did you go to sit to rest? Yeah, I think I have to restart. There's certain changes through the tweaks menu that you have to restart the game for them to take effect. What was I gonna say? Okay, so it's like, do you think there's any reason like why people? Okay, so like, again, it's such a weird way where it's like Bethesda's take on Fallout, I feel is strange because it's like, even going back as far as Fallout 1, there were towns of friendly people in the middle of the wasteland. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me wonder. It's so... Okay. Fallout 1. You leave the vault. The very first town 95% of players will come across is Shady Sands, where you can walk in and go right up to the town leader, and he will say, "Hello, traveler, where are you from?" And if you say you're from a vault, he's like, "Traveler, I will believe you. You know, welcome to Shady Sands." I, like... Okay. Like, I think Fallout, like, Bethesda thinks that everyone in
Nothing
Fallout
wrong with being friendly.
is
These
like
folks aren't just
a murderous
friendly,
raider.
they're killers. You just watch your back around here and get out while you can.
Oh, you know, speaking of tweaks, you know what I'm gonna do because I fucking hate the minigame? Hit lock. I am going to... Okay, I was gonna say, do I add the cheat lockpick menu? Or do I do like something like... No, I don't know. I'm so sick of the lockpicking in this game. I hate that minigame so much. It sucks. I have done this lockpicking game in 800 different games, and I have done it like 1,000 times. It's so bad. So someone like, is there a way to do it for hacking? Whatever. No exit hacking. No hacking retry delay. Yes. Some of these might have to. I might have to restart the game for those to take effect, but. So this town is filled with cannibals, and this is their like murder shed. And I don't know what the point of this place is.
The good Lord made Andale for days like today.
You prefer Morrowind's vague wiggle the lock in the direction and hope the RNG stats? You know, like I get the idea of the minigame making the act of lockpicking or hacking more in like having something more to it than just be like, oh, you press the button. But at the same time, I totally it's a case of it just becomes tedious after a while. You know, like the first dozen times, it's like, oh, cute lockpicking minigame. You get it, and then you realize that doors are locked, safes are locked, random boxes are locked, everything's fucking locked, and you have to do it so many fucking times. It's like, please. Oh no, it's a murder shed. They're murdering all of the people and eating it. Strange meat. Oh no. Oh no.
Hey there, stranger. I got something I want to talk to you about. I couldn't help but notice that you were poking around in Bill's shed. So, did you find what you were looking for in there? Look, stranger, I'm not angry. I just want you to tell me the truth. If you can't do that, then I'd think you'd best head out of town. And did you see anything unexpected there?
Why is there no way to just say no?
And do you have any thoughts on that?
No, not really.
Well, that's good to hear, friend. Very good to hear indeed.
Don't know why that's a
wouldn't
speech
believe
check.
How judgmental some people can be. Tell you what, talk to Linda. I'll... You're going to... No! You're going to pay for that!
This version of the 10mm SMG pops the fuck off. I like this thing.
I saw what happened out there, stranger. Those people may have been my family, but it had to be done. I was like them for so many years. The only thing I...
Alright, so he takes care of the kids. Because, I don't know. Because who cares? New main weapon. Unfortunately, like, the thing with automatic weapons in these games is that it's, like, it's hard to keep them fed. Also, my character has a concussion now. Doctor's bag. Like, where are they killing all? Like, where are they getting all these people? I'm gonna try. This isn't Fallout 4. I'm not gonna cheat myself ammo. Because, like, Fallout 4 was, like, a miserable slog. And it was just really annoying to have to, like... Alright, we're gonna go to the one vendor, and then we're gonna go to the next vendor, and then we're gonna go to the next vendor. Fallout 3, it's not that hard to keep yourself stocked. Enemies drop ammo. Ammo's fairly plentiful. There's only like 2 places in the wasteland that you have to go to get ammo. Instead of having to go to Diamond City and then to Good Neighbor and then to like fucking the Brotherhood place and then to Bunker Hill. Oh, and yeah, we can craft ammo too. I will be doing that once I get like weapons I like. Once I'm a little higher level and we find some decent weapons, I'll probably start. I'll pick the hand loader perk because I like that perk. You found him. You found the one person who plays Fallout New Vegas and picks the hand loader perk. I am him. Ask me anything. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know. There are reloading. Tale of Two Wastelands does add reloading benches to the Capital Wasteland specifically for that purpose. You know, we're pretty close to the place where you could do Operation Anchorage. If you wanted to do the most boring DLC in this game. Operation Anchorage as a DLC is such a weird DLC. Oh, let's go. Yes, DLCs count as 100%. I will be doing all the DLCs and all of the quests for them. Ow. So yeah, but that's the thing. Like that's what I was about to say, Lugor, is that the point of doing Operation Anchorage is like the loot, and it's not actually like the experience of the DLC. You do get the training for it. You get the training, you get the free set of infinite durability T-51B, you get the Chinese stealth suit, and you get a bunch of other stuff. But like, what you also have to do is spend like 3 hours playing like a generic shooter. That's not very good because it's in Fallout 3. Maybe made a little bit better with the mods that improve the gunplay. Like in this mod pack, it might be a little bit less annoying. It's still just not going to be very good.
L-001. Failure heard.
Oh, it will be done eventually. I just don't know if I want to do it right now.
This area is off.
Do I have anything else? Picked up this 4.4 Magnum.
Personnel.
Oh, a Nuka Lurk. Lovely. Oh, the loot is definitely worth it this early, but it's just like how much of that is just like trivializing the game though? Oh, that's something I wanted to do. I wanted to turn the difficulty up. Let's fucking do it. Boom. I'm gonna do it slowly. We're gonna pop it up one difficulty level and see. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Why can't I run? You need 5 strength to wield the 44 Magnum. But why? Haha, loser stuck. Haha, stuck. Dumb stuck, moron stuck. Ha ha ha. Lurk stuck. Lurk stuck. Blaze, I beg you. You just typing that, I heard it in my head. Like I could hear that. Oh, is this guy bigger? Guess we'll do the same thing again. I think, just like, considering I have so many of these things, I should use them. I've seen a bunch of kids going around for Halloween. It's a cold night for Halloween here. It's only like 3°C. It's really cold. Ooh, pulse grenades. Fusion cells. I was talking about something and I forgot. I was talking about something like 20 minutes ago and I forgot. I think I was mentioning... Oh, one of the things that in that one video saw, the one big long review of Fallout 3, Bethesda really likes adding like supernatural and or like extraordinary things to the Fallout universe. And I don't know why they like doing that. There's already a bunch of stuff in this world that is like out there, but it's explainable in like the means of it being like crazy advanced science or technology. But then like they straight up just like add fucking like ghosts and like old god magic and then like fucking like aliens. Like the aliens were only ever a fucking Easter egg. And now they're like straight up just canon. I don't know why. Radiation spoopy. Yeah, I guess. Just I don't know. Just so much of this, like, I don't know. I think it's like that, and the fact that like Fallout. I think like one of the big things, and you see it. I think especially in you see it a lot in Fallout 4, and a lot in the television show. Is like, I think like a lot of Bethesda's idea of Fallout is, I don't know where it happened. Fuck you. Jesus, that guy came out of nowhere. What was it? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Jesus. the what's it called? The like they think that like Fallout is like haha silly. They think all of Fallout is just like haha silly game. It's all about the haha silly. Oh, it's like I feel like if you asked a lot of the people behind the TV show or even at Bethesda like what is Fallout, they would say it's like, oh, it's like wacky shit happening in like the post-apocalypse. And it's just like, it feels so bad because it's like, that's not what Fallout was. And it really, I think it shows it's like the people who actually played these games or not. It's like, if you go back to Fallout 1 and even Fallout 2, outside, like as much as I can like some of the changes in Fallout 2 are not great, or some of like the dialogue is a little in Fallout 2, both those games are still like deathly serious. Like they take themselves seriously. I feel like people who say, especially if they try to use like the defense of like saying Fallout 2 was really goofy, I feel like it's clear those are people who haven't even great skeleton physics. Those are people who haven't even these are people who haven't even watched the intro cutscene to Fallout 2. Like, the intro cutscene to Fallout 2 is a bunch of people from a vault, a family with kids, going to like the open, they open the vault and they're standing in the doorway of the vault and they're like, ah, and then hard cut to the Enclave minigunning them down and just killing all of them. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a haha joke game. It's about people in the wasteland being stupid while like funny 50s music plays. See the way the child's corpse twitched? It was hilarious. It's just like, I don't know. God, I can't. I know this is what's like these Fallout streams are gonna be. It's gonna be like shitting on Bethesda, which yeah, fair. They did fuck this series into the dirt. But it's also going to be just like until it comes out, it's gonna be like just like wondering how much of an absolute nuclear catastrophe Fallout Season 2 is going to be. Like, how much are they going to shit? Like, how much are they going to just annihilate New Vegas? Yeah, it's so hard to not view the Fallout TV show, both seasons, as essentially Bethesda dismantling the parts of Fallout that they didn't make. Because both of these seasons take place in parts of the universe that are from the first two Fallout games and New Vegas. Things that were before Bethesda, that they didn't make, that they didn't do, and it just shits all over it. And it's hard to not see that as like as purposeful. It's hard to not go like, wow, you're doing this on purpose. Like, does the show take place in the Capital Wasteland? No. Does it take place in Boston? No. Does it take place in Virginia? No. It takes place in Cali, and then it also takes place in, now in the Mojave. Oh, this fucking lockpicking minigame. Of course. Man, it's gonna be depressing. What are they gonna do to New Vegas? I can't wait for them to continue, like, explaining how, like, I don't know, all the details about the nuclear war when it doesn't really fucking matter. Oh, who caused the apocalypse? I don't know. Does it matter? It's been 200 years. This series is missing other ways to open up locks. If there was like a lock bash or an explosive.
Multiple failures.
I'm almost out of bullets. I got one mag left. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I save scummed. That's what happened is I save scummed. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna oh god, I was gonna complain more about the TV show. Sure thing, mate, whatever you say. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, just thinking about that fucking TV show. It's like, man, again, I just can't stop thinking of the Red Letter Media. It's like, how does it feel seeing all your favorite franchises go up in flames? And it's like, it feels great.
Nuka-Cola. Administration. All trespassers are to be eliminated. Protocol KL-001. Initiated or kill all trespassers. Use.
What other series is going? What other game series or books? I think games like that's the thing is like it's gonna happen. The Fallout show was popular and successful. The Last of Us was good or was not good. I don't know if it was good. I've never seen it, but it was like successful. What's gonna be next? What's next on the list of things that are gonna like have a TV show that sucks shit ass?
Prolonged resistance will only cause more.
Call of Duty? Aren't they making a Call of Duty movie? I swear I saw that like a week ago. They're making a movie out of it. Season 2 of, I'm guessing you're talking of The Last of Us, was not successful. Did they get to the part where the character they really liked was viciously murdered by someone and they were expected to sympathize with the person who murdered him? Is that what happened?
God bless the USA and nowhere else.
Oh god, my character is fucked. I'm just gonna eat the fucking doctor's bag. Oh. Dr. Wasteland, MD.
Oh, hey! Kinda busy here.
Call of Duty 4 movie could be interesting. I don't know how do you do that? What do you do with a Call of Duty 4 movie? Any food?
Don't hurt your...
That happened in episode 3 of season 2. What caused the drop off? But we didn't get to. Bulk Woman, whatever the fucking name Pav is. That's gonna be season 3. Oh. They're stretching out 2 games into 3 seasons? Of course they are. He left? Oh, I'm sure he did. They stretched the Hobbit into... Well, that was also a bad idea. With also those movies just not being very good. I've got 3 magazines for this 45 pistol, so that's what we're using. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, like, I was gonna not complain, but I was gonna mention Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds 2. So it's funny watching people like, okay. Aside from the fucking Bible, The Hobbit was the first ever book I remember reading.
Thank you for everything you... It's...
Oh, thanks. Oh, actually, that was good. That was some 32 rounds. That's actually something I should buy from Moira. I should buy more ammo. Okay, you know what I'm going to do quick? I'm going to restart the game so those things I added will actually take effect. I'm just going to quickly reload the game. Those tweaks. Outer Worlds 2. It's funny watching people, I can only assume, be purposefully dense when people point out the Steam charts for Outer Worlds 2 compared to Avowed. There's like a whole bunch of people who are like pointing out that there's a bunch of people pointing out that was like, okay, Outer Worlds 2 is doing worse in terms of Steam numbers than Outer Worlds or than Avowed did. And there are people who are like, so what? Like, oh, what does this mean? Like, and it's like, do you not, like, are you purposefully being stupid? If the first game, or if if game A had X number of players and was not considered a super, like, was considered a moderate success or even maybe a mild failure, and then game B was this, oh, her broom's fucked up. Wow, look at that. All the textures are fucked. Oh, that's really fucking weird. I don't know how that happened. Not my fault.
Huh.
And then if game B is also not doing well, you know, is doing like numbers that are worse. Do you not see the connection? Did they mention that Game Pass will save it? I don't know. A lot of them just don't talk about Game Pass. They kind of just go like, "Oh, well, what does it mean posting the fucking the Steam charts? What is that supposed to mean?" And it's like, again, are you being intentionally dense? You know, mod fucks with the broom textures, probably like an upscaling, like a general like item upscale mod.
Don't hurt yourself.
What's posting the most popular gaming distribution product on the planet supposed to show? I don't know fucking anything. And again, like, especially when you're comparing it to numbers from another game by the same developer from only earlier this year.
You're... You done? Good.
Shows that modern gamers are all insert reductive buzzword here. Yeah, that's what it does. It's like, it's so tiresome that people will just defend. I don't know, like, defend better games. If you're gonna defend a game, defend a better game than like the Outer Worlds 2. One of the big complaints I've seen for the Outer Worlds 2 is okay, guess what one of the big complaints I've seen for the Outer Worlds 2, and it's one of the most legitimate, I think, form of complaints for video games, and it's something that even still people will push aside. I'll give you a second. If you said, oh well, yeah, Plagueling got it. If you said optimization, and or performance, you are correct. You know, people playing the game on like the gaming equivalent, the PC gaming equivalent of like a supercomputer, and like they immediately get into like the open world, and it's nothing but like stutter, like the classic EU5 stutter. UE5, Unreal Engine. I have dyslexia, by the way. So, the classic stutter, and then like really shitty frames, just like in general. And it's just like, why are you, like, you can't defend this. You know, why is like this never brought up? Dyslexia is KO. Dyslexics of the world, untie. Yeah, who needs optimization when you have DLSS and AI frame generation? That's kind of, yeah. I've said it like 1,000 times before. So many developers are doing, again, I'm not like a technically minded person in terms of like that sort of stuff. I don't know too much about it, but it feels like a lot of developers are just leaning on the hardware. Where everyone's got like a 7020 card in their computer. It's got 10,000 gigabytes of VRAM. You know, we'll throw on DLSS or, whatever other frame generation thing. We'll say that that's something, and then and that's it, you know. Optimization, whatever. It's like, yeah, sure, if you want to run the game, it's at least like, let's say 60 FPS at like 1080 or even like 2K. You have to use, you know, 93% of like a 12 gigabyte GPU, but whatever, that's not our problem, is what it kind of feels like. Optimization is for slapshots. Now dog shit is a feature. Oh, and people were comparing it to, speaking of that one game that I shit on for being just another fucking extraction shooter, people were comparing it to, they weren't comparing Outer Worlds, but they were comparing Arc Raiders apparently having, like, really, really good optimization. To the point where people were able to play it on, like, a 1080. And it ran, like, fairly well. And if you tried to play Borderlands on, like, a 1080, your computer would probably just, you know, ignite. Which vault is 106? The vaults in Fallout 3 are so boring. Who the fuck are you? I am out of bullets. That was my last 10mm round. Okay, yeah, I will admit, yeah, it's like good for them for actually optimizing their game. I don't particularly care for yet another PvPvE, very mouthful of letters, game, but like good for them for making a game that isn't like technically broken. Okay, what stupid shit happened in this vault? This is, everyone in here was only given potatoes, and then they all turned into potato people. Because one vault scientist was like, what if we made people into potatoes and used them as food? Like the vault, the Volta was 6,000 only 120. That's Vault 69. You're actually, that's the one. I think it's Vault 69 is the joke where it's like it's 1,000 men and 1 woman. And then there was the opposite one. That's the opposite. Oh, okay. That was worthless. Oh, I remember this, like, weird, like, you see, like, they're, like, pumping chemicals into the air. I remember this. We see, like, weird hallucinations here, I remember. Yeah, there we go. Oh, these guys are new. Maybe my thing, I don't know what game started this, and people may love it, or I fucking hate the whole vaults were made to be mad science experiments and shit. Well, I think, I mean, there was 1 or 2 experiment vaults in Fallout 2, but the most were normal-ass vaults. Well, it depends on if... I don't remember if it was something that was going to be canon, or that was cut, or that was going to be explained. The idea behind the vaults, or one of the ideas that I don't think was ever put out as canon, was that it was going to be... Vault-Tec was run by, like, the Enclave. Like, Vault-Tec ultimately was, like, you know, like, all the corporations and stuff like that were ultimately, like, Enclave. And, the idea was that the vaults were experiments that were being designed to have, to test different things, like in trying to make like a space colony, or like trying to like escape Earth in the event that it was destroyed. So it's like, okay, Earth is fucked, where we have to move to like another planet. What is that going to like, okay, let's experiment what happens, you know, if we're like, if we, let's say, run out of water, you know, or if we have like this thing happen or this thing happen, you know, and that was the idea originally. But it does seem like, again, I don't think that was ever 100% canon. I don't know if that was like, it was cut, or if it was from a game that was never finished, like the, like Fallout Van Buren, the canceled Fallout 3. But that was what was, I think, going to be established. And again, I don't think Bethesda, I think Bethesda just goes, again, they go way too hard into like this universe being like, haha, funny, wacky. Oh, the vaults were all just silly, stupid shit. Oh, what if there was like a vault with like 10 guys, a woman, and a panther? Wouldn't that be funny? You know, the vaults were meant to be like, you know, and that's the thing. I think I don't remember if that was a canceled Fallout or if that's in 2, but I think it might be in the canceled Fallout, or maybe it's in like, I don't remember. There was like a control vault. There was like a vault that was a control vault, or like a couple that were control vaults that were just there to be like this vault. I think Vault City was, I don't remember if Vault City was supposed to be, I think it was. It was like, Vault City is like, it was just a vault, and they had a Gek, and then, like, it opened up after like 20 years, and they just had to survive, and the Gek was there to essentially, to help them, like, kickstart a city. That's another thing, that's in this game. Bethesda doesn't know what the fucking Gek does. The Gek was just like a thing to help build like a city. It had like a fusion reactor, and it had like things to help make like hydroponics and like farming and irrigation and shit like that. It was essentially your way of like kickstarting civilization in the wasteland. And for some reason they just made it like, oh, it's like a terraforming device. And it's like, what? All the druggies in there because, haha, drugs. Make all the rich people be led by one of the poor. Yeah. It's a magic suitcase. Yeah, it is. It's just a magic suitcase now. What was, fuck, what was I gonna say? There was like, was I gonna glaze New Vegas again? Maybe. Like, the vaults in New Vegas try to be a little bit more logical with the experiments they're running. The icon for in Fallout 3 is literally just a briefcase. Well, we'll see eventually. You might be completely right. Oh, there is a bash. I accidentally hit X by accident. Look at that. She plays Fallout New Vegas anymore. I'm just like, again, it's just, I spent like over the course of like a month and a half playing what, like 60 hours of Fallout 4, and holy shit is that game bad. It's just so, like, again, playing, it's like it's so easy to compare it to other games, to like the other games in the series. I think it's, and again, it's like, I think it's perfectly fair to compare a game to another game in the same series. They all have Fallout on the box, you know. I'm gonna compare them, you know, and if I think one is better than the others, I'm gonna say it. Oh no, hallucinations. Wow, that was like a very lazily hidden teleport to like a blue version of that hallway. I actually, you know, here's an idea. If I TCL, I wonder if, like, are the blue hallways just like hidden somewhere? Or is that just like an actual visual effect, I wonder? What's he hitting me with? What is that? Nine iron. There's anything on that. It was one Fallout. If one was Fallout New Vegas and the other was Wasteland Wanderers 4 Boston or whatever, then fine, stand on its own merits, but not. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mentioned it a little bit in my video on Fallout 4, is that it's like Bethesda is claiming... Bethesda is, you know, taking this shit from... Like, they didn't make Fallout. They're taking it from people who were more talented and better at making games than they are now. And, you know, they didn't invent this iconography and all this stuff. And they take it and then they slap their own shit on it. And it's just like, it's so bad. You know, so you're going to get judged. Like, you take all of this iconography, you take this series, you're going to start... I'm going to, you know, claim... Oh, fuck, click, out of bullets. I'm going to reference that game, you know? Or those other games in the series. I'm gonna say that, like, this is bad. Didn't this point start an argument when we were wandering around that weird walled village with that chap that made it about racism or something? Oh, I don't fucking even remember. We were talking about synths. We were specifically talking about, like, synths and like, I don't know. My whole, like, the whole point was like, it was about, like, if synths are human or not. And you know, his opinion was that they were. And that, like 100% they were. And my kind of opinion was like, there's like no way to know. And it's like, the game is like purposely, I don't know if it's ambiguous, but it's just like, it's just not well written enough. then we got into like, it was like a fucking some weird tangents about how like, I don't know, like, oh, the drow in D&D are actually like racist depictions of other people, of like certain groups of people. And I'm like, okay, sure. And then we got into like the idea of like unconscious bias or something is what they were saying, and I feel like that's like a trap because it essentially allows you to accuse someone of anything, and if they deny it, you can just accuse them of being unconsciously biased. Let's that was a fucking weird stream. We don't have to relitigate it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was going back to like Bethesda, complaining about Bethesda. The oh god, what was it? It was like, okay, so they didn't make Fallout. They're just like taking it, and then I mentioned how a little bit like, it's like, you know, when Bethesda adds stuff to Fallout, what do you get? You get groups like the Institute and the Railroad. These absolute brain-dead morons of factions. And you get like a really, really heavy-handed and clumsy, I guess like slavery metaphor in the form of the synths, but like not even really. It's just, it's, I don't know, it's like, God, like when they try to make stuff, it's just shit. You know, and then when those people are forced to make something completely their own, when Bethesda goes, we're making a new IP, we can't lean on the Elder Scrolls lore in history. We can't lean on the Fallout games and their history. It's just our own brand new stuff. It's a whole new world, brought to you by the world's best writer, Emil Pagliarulo. And what do you get? You get fucking Starfield. You get Starfield. You get Starfield. You get that fucking game where like nothing makes, it's like dull as like fucking dishwater, and everyone is like living on like 4 planets. Are these insane survivals real, or are we tripping balls? I don't know. I think I don't know if they're like, they might be modded. I don't remember there being insane survivors here. Well, granted, it has been a very long time since I played this game. Yeah, you know, you get like Starfield is like, it's so bad. Ooh, buff out. Yeah, we gotta find a new face to steal soon. Yeah, wild sentence. We're still the what's it called? The Megaton's Town Bicycle. So. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know what mod does it, but I like that there's like a pickup sounds for like all these different items. Like when you pick up the duct tape, it makes a tape noise, which is a weird sentence too. You fucker. This moron's wearing boxing gloves. God, what is the fucking point of even coming in here? Survivor. He's not insane though. Okay, hallucinations. Probably knock barter up a little bit. Explosives. Yeah, you're right, actually. Toughness. Is it threshold or resistance? It's threshold with toughness. No, they changed gun nut. Gun is spread. Item condition is increased by 10. That's more reasonable. Instead of just being a buff to skills, it gives you less spread and more condition with gun. It could be useful. It's not to say our perks don't matter, but since we're gonna get reset when we get to New Vegas, we're gonna get reset to level 1, and we get to retake or take more perks. We can do a little bit more. Junk rounds lets you craft junk rounds, which are like shitty versions, but they can be made out of like easy materials. It's like you can make a lot of like, you can make a high quantity of low quality ammo. Might just be boring and take bloody mess. Yeah, kind of like Metro, yeah. Grunt, 9mm auto pistols, submachine gun, service rifles, assault carbines, battle rifles, LMGs, grenade rifle. Yeah, no, Grunt. Look how many weapons that affects. Look how many 9mm 45 SMGs and pistols, service rifles, assault carbines, battle rifles, LMGs, frag grenades, grenade rifles, launchers, and combat knives. That affects so many fucking items, so many. And eventually, I know it's like miles away, but we will be using the, yeah, well, exactly, we just have to get Cowboy now, and then boom, we have like every fucking type of gun covered. Oh no, they all died in the rocks or whatever. See, you know, that's storytelling right there, is you just put some rocks and then you put a fucking bunch of skeletons and then boom. And then you clock out for the rest of the day and say that you did your work. Good job, Bethesda dev. Environmental storytelling. Environmental storytelling. This is the environment, and the skeleton is the storytelling. Here at Bethesda, we love making environmental storytelling. Today, our devs put 400 skeletons into our next game, telling you storytelling through the environment. We're ramping up to have 600 skeletons added every week of development. "16 times the skeletons." How do I get out? I'm so sick of this place. How the fuck do I leave? Todd, sorry, just like, you don't even have to go like far. Like, Todd Howard was famously saying that this game, back in the day, him standing there next to Emil at like some gaming event, back before gaming was as big, and so it was just him in a t-shirt that said Fallout 3 at like a table or whatever, and it's like, Fallout 3 has 200 endings. What a fucking liar. Oh my god. Yeah, Todd, it sure does. It has 200 endings. If you somehow count one ending as 200, then yeah, it has 200 endings. His inner Peter Molyneux. What did he say that about? Like, Peter Molyneux? I feel like Peter Molyneux is like... Peter Molyneux reminds me of Jonathan Blow in a lot of ways, except he's more impressive in that he managed to actually make games that are kind of fun. Like, Fable's fun, and Fable has, like, some good things to it. Jonathan Blow made a bunch of games that blow, so...
Please be careful. This is what we didn't want to...
Never played Black and White. Recon armor. Oh, recon armor. I thought I got haloed there for a second. I'm like, recon armor, Halo, Master Chef. Again, it feels like when you look at Fallout 3, which is what we're playing, or I'm playing, I feel like Bethesda did not get the what am I trying to say? They didn't get the idea from the start. Like, this was their first Fallout game, and they did it wrong. Does that make sense? Like, the story, like, there's no story, like, no choice, no player choice, like, you don't, you know, the ending is, like, always the same. Like, it felt so much like Emil had his story he wanted to tell. It feels so much like a lot of, it feels so much of, like, a lot of the things that modern developers do. where they like, or like modern people who take over franchises in general do, where they're like, oh, by the way, we have this franchise now, but I'm just gonna like tell my own story. It kind of feels the same thing, where like Emil wanted to tell this fucking story about water and the, you know, giving the waters of life freely. Like, he found that fucking Bible quote and just could not get it out of his head. And so wanted to do this, like, parent-child thing so much that it's like, I don't give a shit if this doesn't actually feel like any other Fallout game where there's, like, no choice and nothing matters and you can't actually do anything really to affect the wasteland. And they did it. And you can see it again in the ending of this game, where it's like, do you get any narration about, like, what happens to the wasteland? What choices you did across the wasteland? No, you just get, like, a fucking video that just plays. That's a good sound they added to this thing. Very bloopy. Bloop. Oh look, Brotherhood Outcasts. This faction that's like in this game, but like they're barely here. Alright, whatever like what, oh, it's so good. They look, this mod makes, whatever mod makes the power armor look so good and sound good. Oh, that's good. That's the good, that's good. That's quality. Good job, whoever did that. You did better than the fucking developers. Weird thing was that Fallout 3 was primarily released as a console game. The people who owned and played Fallout 1 and 2 on the phone. Yeah, I get that. But like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the exception, because you know what I did when Fallout 3 was coming out? I was so excited about it because I thought it looked really, really cool. To the point where this raider just killed a super mutant with a baseball bat. Good for him. Could just not bothered with calling it Fallout 3. That's actually I think an interesting argument. Yeah. But so what was I gonna say? I was so excited for Fallout 3, and you know what I did is I went and I bought a weird DVD copy of Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics, 1, 2, and Tactics on like a single DVD, and I played Fallout 1 and 2 before it came out, before Fallout 3 came out. And I thought I really liked them. Like, I had to follow a guide, you know. I was only like, God, I was only like maybe 13 or 14. I had to follow a guide to help me like figure out where to go and to sort of learn the thingamajigs of how to play. But other than that, like, I made it through those games, and I enjoyed both of them. And then I played Fallout 3. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, that like they could have just named it Fallout. They could have just named it Wasteland. They could have called it Outfall 8927 or whatever the fuck. But the thing is that they did pay for this fucking franchise, so they're gonna use it. I want that quantum. What are we crippled by? Oh, our arm's fucked. No, those aren't dog food. Just regular. Oh, good. I've been tricked by the by the crab men. Oh, here's the stupid town of Arafu that live on a fucking freeway overpass.
Welcome, welcome. My name is...
Yeah, I don't care. I just want to repair things. Oh, this quest is so stupid. The fucking vampires. It's so dumb. I hate this quest. That's all you sell, really? Okay, well, fuck me then.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm great. It's Halloween. I'm playing a game that I tolerate.
Hang on, you're not one of them. I nearly blasted you in two. Get over here before they spot you.
Happy November, I guess. It's still Halloween here.
Now what the hell are you doing all the way out here? Nobody just passes through here. There's nothing to get to by way of this shithole. You found yourself at a dead end. The only bastards that still pass through are the family. There's some low-life gangers who've been giving us a
low-life gangers.
They're the reason for my itchy trigger finger.
They're the reason for my itchy trigger finger.
Well, at first they do their typical gang bullshit. You know, break stuff and make lots of noise. But they always kept their distance. But this last time, they went too far. They killed all of our Brahmin. I mean, that's our lifeblood out here, you know.
Uh-huh.
Look, you can call me crazy if you want, but there is something odd about those creeps. I mean, they got the guns and they got the muscle. Why don't they just bust down our doors and take us out already? We're really in a bad way and could use some help.
Okay.
I don't want to take my eyes...
All right, so yeah, he wants you to check on the families, which is funny because, okay, so you talk to these people through the doors. I'll show you.
Hello? Is this the mailman? Oh,
This
I
woman
do
is
hope
completely
I'm fine.
deranged. She thinks
Oh, goody.
that... Okay, so you talk to people through the doors. So look how they did this. So the way that this engine works is that there needs to be an entity to speak to, and this is how they did it. That is who you were speaking to. Yeah. Lugor, you know in New Vegas, I don't know if you've played New Vegas, but at the start of the DLCs for New Vegas, you know how there's those cutscenes, that you are literally, those cutscenes is your character placed in a room with a screen, like a projection screen, in front of you, and behind that screen, if you no-clip, is an NPC saying all the cutscene dialogue.
What the hell are you doing in here? Get the fuck out.
Fuck off. That's what it is.
Yeah, right. Look. We're great. Just peachy. I love sitting in my house with my thumb up my ass. Tell Mr. King that sitting here...
Hey, this guy's a dick. Tell Bethesda not to suck shit for fun. Well, I don't know. Someone has to convince them to use a different game engine, it seems.
Oh, he did? Come on. It's nice to see a friendly new face around.
That's
here.
I will admit,
long
yeah,
time.
that feels
The
like
name's
a
Karen
switch
Kenzie.
around that like, or like a workaround that modders would have to use to do it. Not like something that the actual devs would have to do it. It's like the equivalent of like a modder being unable to figure out like, oh man, I don't know how to make it so that like, I don't know, like talking through a wall to like an NPC or whatever. Oh, I can use this to like get around it. Oh, isn't that clever? And it's like, yeah, if that is actually kind of clever.
Sure.
If you're like a mod developer who's just like doing it on your own time, but like when you're the people who made the engine or like and like use it, it's pretty fucking embarrassing. So yeah, there it is, the repair bobblehead. I was considering it, Lugor. I'm not 100% sure though. Ooh, 10% reduction to ammo or armor and weapons degrading is nice. Oh no, they're dead. They've been burnt marks that go to the bone. So there's actually an interesting thing where you get a higher, if you have a higher medical skill, you actually get like more detailed results when investigating the bodies, which is interesting because it's like, that's the only bit of like RPG mechanic in like this entire game.
What did they tell you? Everyone okay?
They're all dead.
The family must have...
And blah, blah, blah. I found the parents' bodies. Figure out how. So yeah, you can
Next.
locate the family, which is, they're over here. I wonder if this glitch still works. I don't know if it would, I don't know if this is carried in this, mods might fix this, but this is one of my favorite old glitches. It's an engine, maybe not a glitch, it's like an engine exploit for avoiding fall damage. So what you do is you jump off of where you want to fall from, and you save, and then you load the save, and there you go. The save game doesn't carry over the momentum, so you just get like plopped down. I've been using that to avoid having to go all the way down and around for like, since like 2009. Rad roaches. Beer. I don't know, again, I blame, it's just like, I don't know, it's a weird thing where it's like, you would not want to be drinking 200-year-old beer. It would be sludge. Or it would just actually be just completely evaporated. Just put an instance tag for when the engine registers an elevation change, something, sign fall damage. Probably would just explain. Yeah, maybe. Again, it's just one of those things where I don't think they expected people to, like, do that. Like, it's something I found out, like, accidentally. And then I saw that other people, like, oh, it's actually, like, a thing. You'll see it in New Vegas again when I jump off of Helios 1 to avoid having to go all the way back down through the dungeon. Here we. Oh, I think is this our? No, this isn't our first, but this is I think the second metro station we've been in. Ah, the metro stations. Now I see what they were trying to do with the metro stations, but I totally get why people complain about them. It's just that there's too many of them.
Not here to...
Alright, so you can like this guy is like making Ultra Jet, and you can sell him sugar bombs.
So, what did you bring?
Here's all the sugar bombs.
We're gonna have a problem.
So what I usually do is I give them whatever sugar bombs I have on hand, and then since I never ever come back to this place, I just kill them. Oops.
Found you.
Mulligan. That's what I wanted to do.
Where? Opening fire. What have you done?
Thing is, I'm pretty sure the games measure the amount of fall damage by amount of time not touching the ground, which is why if you fuck around with your speed in Oblivion, you can hurt yourself by floating over a set distance despite not being too high up. Oh. Which is significantly harder to code, so it's like... Explain to me in layman's terms, how would you normally program something like a fall damage system in a game? As best you can. I don't expect to be like... I don't need like a tutorial, but like, you know, because I don't know how any of that would happen, because I have literally no idea how programming works in any sort of way. That footlocker was empty. That was really useful. Figure out about the encumbrance in a second. Longer pull down, more damage. I don't know if you're trolling me. Nothing in there. Alright, that goes to the radiation way. I remember. Alright, we gotta just gotta double check. We don't know how perverted the mods are. Okay, it's good. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. There are no boobas. The game is not that... The mod pack is not that horny. Up that. Ditch the single shotgun. Ditch the Chinese pistol. Ditch that. You have XYZ axis on your map, and you just have a function that measures something like if elevation changes more than X amount over Y time, then apply scaling damage based on distance fallen times 0.5 or something. Basically, the further you fall, the more damage you take. And you have to build in the root functions so it always applies. I get it. I understand that kind of. Oh, Jesus, physics. If we go this way. Oh, it's a rat. Oh shit, a rat. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh, these mods are so much nicer than the vanilla weapons. Did you see that animation? That was smooth. I like this double barrel. It's hammerless. So it's got the internal hammers. So when the gun cocks itself when you it's like a spring-loaded mechanism in the bottom of the gun that when you break the gun open, when you hit the latch and you open up the gun, the action of forcing the gun down, the two barrels down, re-cocks the gun. We are over encumbered. I'm gonna take a rat axe. And I'm gonna eat some food. Because we're going in the radiation room. One rat a second. Not that bad, not that bad. Oh, good, Mirelurks. So easy scales. So if you got a space level, change it down to something low. Okay. Then whack it up to one side for high gravity. Need 30 explosives to disarm the grenade bouquet. That was mine. Fuck. That was a trapped shotgun. Armor took it.
Whoa, whoa, slow down there. This area's off limits to everyone but the family. Where the hell do you think you're going?
Okay, lip sync broke.
Sound. Let me tell.
Alright, so I might just murder these people because I don't have any time to deal with their... I have little patience to deal with their stupid we're vampire bullshit. I might actually let it play. One of my favorite lines of dialogue you have in this game is, so you can read on the terminal that like they follow the ideas of like traditional vampires in terms of like the mythology of it, like they're aping the mythology of vampires. And if you say that to Vance, the leader, he goes, well, actually, what? It's like, do you think he's like acts incredulous? He's like, do you think I could turn into a bat? Do you think I cast a shadow in the mirror or a reflection in the mirror? And it's like, no, I didn't say that. I said, you fucking piece of shit, you arrogant cunt. I didn't say anything like that. I was gonna say, she's...
Well, I'm surprised you don't know me. I'm Brianna. I take care of the men around here. Well, unmarried ones, anyway.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna steal her face, but we're already playing as a whore, so we don't need to... Why all the characters we're stealing their face? They're all whores. There's this fucking loser.
Welcome to our home. My people call me Vance.
You.
I lead.
Blah blah blah. Allow him to continue. Oh look. Exactly what you are.
Tell me.
You're vampires, or at least you follow their fictional traditions. And listen to okay. You follow their fictional traditions. And listen how he fucking replies.
Do you think I believe I can turn into a bat and fly away? Of course not. Do I cast my image in a mirror? Absolutely. Now, ask me if I believe these individuals.
That's not what I said, dude. You follow their traditions, you self-important piece of shit.
Now you disappoint me.
Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna kill him. So I'm just gonna kill them all. I can't stand these fucking people.
Look what we... Wham! There's nothing here.
Whatever it was, I guess it's gone now.
Not stealing her face. She's not gonna be in Rush Hour 3. Okay, my arm is still broken, so my aim is shit. Let me doctor's bag myself up. This is Fallout 3, kind of. This is Fallout. This is yeah, there you go. Tall of Tale 2 Lands. Tale of Two Wastelands. All right, these morons are all dead. Turl of Trois Bastaments. Oh, I've lost karma. Oh no, karma. Oh my, holy shit. That's a lot of duct tape. Wait a minute. What? Wait, what's wrong with this? Okay, I'm gonna force this one. I always hate the karma thing. Steal. I made a mod you can reverse it and gain karma by stealing. Well, it's weird because sometimes the what they count like as stealing good bad karma is odd. Literally nothing in that sentence made sense to me, Lugor. I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's like all the materials I need for like weapon repair kits almost. How am I gonna get this back to town though? I don't know. Ooh, I wonder. Is this, do they do the thing? TCL. Oh. Because sometimes they just hide the vendor's items in the floor. I used a funeral as an excuse to buy your favorite crisps that you couldn't get anywhere else. Or get easily anywhere else. wait, there's one more guy. There's the guy out there who's the guard. I gotta kill him too. How many other, what else do I, what am I lacking? Probably scrap electronics. Scrap electronics for the weapon repair kits. Scrap electronics. Did any bots, see, you know what, Plagueling? No, they didn't, surprisingly. So it makes it, it's funny because, so all those fake accounts that are just like the circle jerk follow me accounts and stuff like that, or like the scam accounts trying to like solicit like, oh, here's some art, like I do art, you know, buy me, do art. It seems that a lot of them are, either the bots are more robust than I thought, or a lot of them are actually controlled via real individual human beings actually, you know, doing things. Oh, shit, I ran out of AP. And since I'm over encumbered. Do I have any buff out? I do. I'm addicted to buff out, great. I hate the addiction system. Over encumbered. Oh shit.
You want some of this?
Really? What? My gun wouldn't click there for a second. There we go. So in a I'm not gonna wear the bandana. I'm just not. Junk. Reckon you'd look kind of cool. I bet I wouldn't, but oh yeah, look great. Looks super cool. Yep. Okay. In interesting news in terms of DLC stuff for a completely unrelated game, I just want to bring it up because I was thinking about it. There was a DLC for Crusader Kings 3 called oh fuck, what is it called? Like All Beneath Heaven, Beneath All of Heaven or something like that. And it's probably like the biggest CK3 DLC that's come out. It adds pretty much all of Asia. Like, yeah, all of, well, there was already India, but like all of East Asia, all of China, Mongolia, Southeast Asia, like, you know, like Thailand and stuff like that, I think. Japan. It's fucking nuts. And apparently it's actually like, holy shit, but they remembered how to make a good DLC. In terms of like the amount of content, it's actually worth it. It's not just like 4 buttons and some like visual shit. It's also $40, so. it looks cool. One of my the last DLC for CK3 that I thought was cool was the one that allowed you to play as like a landless adventurer and just like explore. That shit I had so much fun. I would play as like I'd play as like some random like noble's son or noble's daughter or whatever, and I would just like explore. You know, I would just be like, I'm gonna go wander all of Europe and all of Asia, and like it's like my goal was usually it's like how much of the world can my character see before they die. Once my in doing one of those runs, my character I actually succeeded in making them immortal through the immortality events. And so my character was like an immortal explorer, and I literally had explored every single point on the map that was like a landmark point. It was pretty cool. They're very good with this one. Reminds me of the old EU3 DLCs. New fucking game. I don't know what that means. Sometimes you people in my chat say words and I don't know what it means and I don't know how to respond. Vampire's Edge? What the fuck is this? Is this a modded weapon? Or is this like something I've just never seen? Vampire's Edge. Get the fuck out of here. I just wasted the weapon repair kits because I didn't know what I was doing. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. This fucking character comes limping in here. Ever David Eddings? I don't know who that is.
I thought I heard guns. What's going on? Who are you? Yeah, I guess I should have known this would happen. Home? I don't have a home anymore. I made sure of that, didn't I?
Why is it like a 43-year-old man voice coming out of this person who's like 20?
I killed them! My own parents! It was the fucking hunk. You must. There's something inside. I'm a mutant. No one gives a. He's dead? You killed him? But he was my only chance to understand what the hell is happening to me. Yeah.
Can I mentat my way out of this one?
I thought I told you I didn't. I'm hit!
Okay. Okay, sure, whatever. Sure, I gotta loot this entire room again, don't I? Because I'm stupid, aren't I? Yep. Wait, how would they know that? Bethesda. Well, you know, someone brought that up, or the person who made this quest thought of it and went, shit, what happens if someone, like, shoots the kid? And then he went, oh, I know, I'll just make it so that they fail the quest. Is my karma like negative now? Nope, neutral. It's Bethesda's way. It's like, oh, just fucking make it so that whatever happens, who cares?
I thought I heard guns.
Why? Parents are dead. What did you do? Nowhere near enough.
No. I can never go home. Even if I...
Is that it? Alright, that's it. That counts. Alright, so he can just, like... It's so weird. Okay, he can just stay here in this, like, fucking place filled with a bunch of dead people. That's cool. What a way to end a quest. I don't know. It's strange that you have to have... Like, you have a single... You have a single... speech check, and that's it. It's so, like, why not have other ways of convincing him? So, like, one way to get this quest, I don't know if it actually works. Like, if you say that, like, you can get this quest all the way in Megaton, because that's where his sister is, and his sister, like, sends you off to go, like, oh, go check on my brother, you know, and my family. Like, I wonder, is there an option if you actually go see his sister first to, like, come back here and be like, hey, you know, your sister's still alive and she cares about you. If that's an option, that's good. But like, there still should be other options. Something like, yeah, you should be able to force him back at gunpoint and say, kid, if you don't go, I'm gonna shoot you. like a threat. You know, and then, like, you know, tie it to a skill. Tie it to, like, strength. Nice, go speak with her, steal her face. Unfortunately, I don't think this face stealing is a game mechanic. That's just me fucking around with the game mechanic. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the guy and then just end the quest because I don't give a shit. Okay, we're gonna have to drop some of this. It's all the crafting components I picked up. It's all those fucking... okay, we have like 1,000 assault rifles back at base, back at our house. I don't want to drop all the duct tape. How much do the grenades weigh? That's actually a good idea. 1 each, I think, right? Where's the 0.5 each? You can drop like 14 of them.
Welcome, Moon and Star. Come to me through fire and war.
Frag mines are good for selling. That's the only reason I keep them with me. We gotta drop the crafting ingredients. We have to drop all this scrap metal and duct tape. Okay, we'll drop the scrap metal. Scrap metal is easier to find. And then what we'll do is we're already addicted to buff out, so we'll just take more buff out. And then we only have to drop 5 more things. I should drop some of these cartons of cigarettes. I collect this. I collect the cigarettes because you can turn them into things in New Vegas, but should just probably drop them for now because, like, am I gonna carry all these cigarettes to the other side of the wasteland? No, probably not. The expired stims. I don't think they weigh very much. I don't know if stims have. They've got weight, but maybe I'll vendor some of these because they don't sell. They don't heal very much. But all the cigs can carry the scrap. Whatever. The scrap is so easy to find. It's so easy to find scrap metal. Scrap metal is not going to be hard to find. Scrap metal is like the easiest part of the weapon repair kits. But I'm carrying 63 of them, yeah. And now that I realize that, I'm going to sell them. Okay, look, the broom looks normal, so what the fuck is wrong with Moira's broom? It's so weird.